What's going on, baseball fans? Brendan Schaefer here with you tonight. We got to talk about this situation that unfolded at Dodger Stadium between the Cardinals and the Dodgers on Saturday night. A rain delay at Dodger Stadium for the first time since April of 2015. And that's interesting enough, but get a look at this grounds crew trying to figure out the Tarp situation. I get it. Y'all haven't had to do this in close to 10 years, and so we're maybe shaking off a little bit of the rust here. But oh my goodness, what a mess this ended up being. You see Cardinal manager Ollie Marmol there talking to the umpiring crew, not looking particularly happy in his own right, as I think they probably waited too long to get the grounds crew on this situation and try to get the tarp onto the field. You see they're trying to figure it out here. It took them forever to unroll the tarp, and then they're going to have a comedy of errors as they continue. This video is courtesy of Bally Sports Midwest, but wanted to kind of talk through it a little bit because what a completely ridiculous situation. So I think Ollie Marmol, Cardinal manager, is a little bit upset because of, first of all, Lance Lynn, Cardinal starter, ended up pitching in a torrential downpour to finish the fourth inning. And then the Cardinals come into the dugout. They're going out like they're going to try to bat because the grounds crew is coming onto the field trying to put some drying agent out there. You see now they're trying to get the tarp on the field. They're not even covering the field. They are completely missing when you unroll it, you'd like it to be, you'd like it to be taut and then covering all the wet dirt, but you can see the dirt just continuing to pool with water. They still can't figure it out. I mean, this went on for multiple minutes, and then even when the grounds crew was trying to get the tarp off the field after the 30-minute or so rain delay, the Dodgers initially sent out a tweet and they made a press box announcement, according to the reporters that were there, that they were going to start the game at 7:40 local time, which would have been 9:40 Central Time. Like, look, they still don't have the dang thing covered up. It took them a long time to be able to get it done, and you could make the case that they probably waited longer than they probably should have in the first place to get it on the field and begin that process in the first place. I do think, though, that part of that situation was probably related to just the umpires waiting too long to call it and to allow the grounds crew to do their thing. But at first they're trying to put drying agent on the field. Look at, again, this is the video from the very beginning that we showed, but that's pools of water there behind shortstop, in front of third base, and by the first base bag as well. The grounds crew at Dodger Stadium, not something that they're used to having to do there, and you could tell. But the Cardinals were upset, I think, because of how long it took to get it going in the first place. I saw tweets that said Jason Hayward of the Dodgers was standing on the infield yelling at the grounds crew to pull the tarp, yelling at the umpires to get this going because it was not going to be safe playing conditions in the level of rain that was coming down at the time. And then, as I was mentioning, it was supposed to restart at 9:40 Central Time, and there was just no way. I think they barely got the tarp pulled off the field in that time, and then, of course, had to try and dry it up. But I was honestly surprised that they were able to return to play as quickly as they did, considering all the water that had pooled underneath the tarp, and then it's kind of trapped there during the rain delay, just soaking into the ground. No, like, obvious injury situations or anything like that the rest of the game. Cardinals ended up winning it in extra innings. But to give you one last look at this before we get out of here, kind of funny situation. What was your reaction from it if you were watching this live? And I guess it does rain in Southern California. That's the lesson here. Maybe some occasional drills for the grounds crew. Figure out how that tarp folds up. I know it's a big blanket for the field. In other parts of the country, they use it a lot. Maybe not as much at Dodger Stadium. Again, I think the first time since April of 2015 that there was even a rain delay in a game at Dodger Stadium. And those poor folks on the grounds crew had their work cut out for them. Let me know what you think, though, in the YouTube comments section below. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe in the lower right-hand corner of this video if you enjoy baseball content, particularly Cardinals content. It's what we focus on here on the channel. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. Thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you next time on the channel. Peace.